An EU Commission report may have pointed a finger at Georgia for causing the 2008 conflict in South Ossetia, but there's anger in Russia that some media in the West isn't listening. The reporting at the time of the fighting was quick to blame Moscow, and there are concerns that that viewpoint is not changing despite the evidence. Alexei Yaroshevsky reports.
It was this picture in a Financial Times news item which caused the confusion. It showed armed men in camouflage running in front of a burning building. The caption underneath claimed those were Russian troops in the Georgian town of Gori. However, upon closer examination, the men in uniform in fact had armbands with the Georgian flag. A blunder by a respectable newspaper? Well, one expert doesn't think so.
There was a brainwashing for a long while, and you want that everything just is totally opposite in a while. It cannot happen. Soldiers in Georgia, Georgians, wow, cannot happen. A year, full year, we had no Georgian soldiers.
Back then in August 2008, these kinds of errors were common in the media. When fighting was in full flight, the Georgian town of Gori was in the spotlight of a scandal. CNN reported the Russian Air Force was shelling the town and showed pictures of death and destruction.
2 Russian jet planes came very low on a marketplace, a very busy marketplace in a small town in the middle of Georgia that had nothing to do with the conflict area. It's far from that conflict area, and deliberately dropped 500 kilograms bombs on civilian population.
RT's cameraman Alexander Zhukov was surprised to see that the footage which the US channel used were in fact pictures which he filmed in the South Ossetian capital Tskhinval after a Georgian attack.
I didn't feel like my colleagues inside the war zone were lying to each other or to the viewers. But when I saw pictures which I shot when Tskhinval was bombed, shown on CNN, posed as if Russia bombed the Georgian city of Gori, I knew that was a lie.
Burning houses, mass casualties, a destroyed civilian marketplace. Those were the words the Western media used to describe the Gori bombing story. On the very same day, RT's reporter Paula Slia went there to find out and saw that the town was left untouched and living a peaceful life.
While it's likely we'll never know exactly what happened here in Gori, one thing is certain: the city is not destroyed, nowhere even close to it.
A year passed since the conflict, as an EU Commission officially declared it was Georgia who fired first. The picture slip-up at Financial Times happened on the day when the EU made their findings public. The image was on the newspaper's website for 10 days before it was removed. However, some believe that even a year on from the conflict, it will not be the last time the media makes such an error. Alexei Yaroshevsky, RT, Moscow.